What up, Dokkaners? We're going to be taking on the Metacooler Core Red Zone stage, and we're going to be doing that one mission that everybody hates, clearing it with a full super team. Now, I beat this once on my live stream, but I want to do this again on a video, and I have been trying to beat this with another team, but this event is so hard. In fact, I think this mission is the most difficult mission in the entire game, that I have not been able to do this with any other team other than this one. So this is going to be a run on how I beat it with this particular team right here. I'm going to be talking some alternates and some strategy, so feel free to keep watching, or if you want to jump ahead straight into the action, feel free to click the time code in the description. Now, let's talk about strategy. This stage is a 2-round fight. 3 turns mandatory against the preliminary round, the Int Metacooler Army, where he can super attack twice. The good news here is that the attack is manageable, where certain units with enough guard and defense can handle normal hits without the aid of an item. So main strategy number 1 is to survive this first round with minimal item usage. At most, I would recommend only 1 item to be used, that being a damage reducer if certain units simply can't survive on that team. Given that it's going to be around for 3 turns, every single unit on your team will make an appearance, including your weakest link, which is most likely going to be that Int unit, which is why your Int unit needs to be somebody who has damage reduction or dodge or both. So then we move into the second round, which is the physical Metacooler Core, who has a 60% chance to seal randomly one of your units on any given turn, thereby cutting your offensive efficiency by 33% on any given turn, which is horrible, especially if it is one of your main attacking units that gets sealed. And then also the super attack raises attack for 1 turn and then causes the actual super attack damage, which is calculated at base damage around 1.6 million, which is higher than Broly, making this the most difficult stage in the event, both in terms of the mission and otherwise. The quick turnaround between round 1 and round 2 is absurd, meaning the units that you would want to ideally be stacking defense that you would probably do against Broly, you don't have that luxury here because you only have 3 turns before you're thrown into the fire against the physical Juggernaut. So this stage is all kinds of horrible. Now, again, the Super Int class is trash. Global does not have Int Vegeta Trunks, which means your options are fairly limited as far as which units you can actually bring with any chance of surviving. The only way to survive is to get very lucky with some dodges or to outmuscle the opponent, which is why we are bringing a combination of the two. If you have the 7-year LRs, your chances of success skyrocket drastically. If you do not possess the 7-year LRs, try your best to assemble a team that would accommodate a friend 7-year LR, because that will make your chances of winning a whole lot better. Then if you can bring units that have massive damage reduction and guard across the board, they will also increase your consistency tenfold. Units like Super Saiyan God Goku, STR Piccolo, these units are fantastic to help you stay alive, but you still need offense. So for this team, I've brought 3 7-year LRs. That way, on any given turn, worst case scenario, if a 7-year LR gets sealed, we still have 2 more ready to go to counterattack. And then the rest of the units are all damage reducers and pretty consistent units defensively and offensively. The only one is the Int Godku. So the unit that I'm bringing is Int Godku because this unit possesses a 50% chance to dodge for 7 turns. That is what I primarily care about with my Int unit. Speaking of Int, other good options you could potentially consider. Int Ultra Instinct. If you can get the guy to somehow transform without you dying, he could help because he would have a 70% chance to dodge every single turn, except for the first one when he's a guaranteed dodge, which would be useful. So he could help, but you got to make sure that you don't get hit, which you can't, it's out of your control. Int Gogeta could be useful as long as you pick up enough Rainbow Keyspheres to allow for a medium chance to dodge, but a medium chance to dodge is far less than a high chance, 30% versus 50. I don't like those odds. Int Patara Vegito, another option, medium chance to dodge. You're kind of getting the picture here. The one that I would probably recommend the most would be either the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Int LR Godku, or the Int Hercule. The Int Hercule in particular, I feel could be used on any team. Not because of his glitch, which by the way, it has been removed. This unit has a 50% chance to dodge across the board and up to a 90% damage reduction. Ideally, you don't want to get hit at all, because if you get hit, it's still going to hurt, even if you've got 90% damage reduction in place. So you might as well go crazy with it and throw this guy onto any team. As long as you have every single type on the team, you're covered. Not every single unit on the team has to fit a particular leader skill. So for example, if you don't have LR Godku, throw Int Hercule on the team that I've constructed here and try running the event. You're going to have to pray for some dodges anyway. Might as well go the whole 9 yards. So A lot of RNG is going to have to go your way, not just in terms of dodging, but everything else, attack placements, distributions, locations of your units and all that, for this to actually succeed. And then again, you also have to remember 3 times per day. Now, if you don't want to deal with any of this aggravation, any of this hassle, you could always wait until Global gets Int Vegeta Trunks. That is one major difference between Global and JP right now, where Global does not have one of the best units in the game, Int Vegeta Trunks. That unit completely changes the landscape of Dokkan when it comes to leader skill, coverage, protection, everything you can think of. That Vegeta Trunks can do it and then some. So if you could just wait a couple of months, you could save yourself the headache of having to run through this event multiple times per day and just wait until the Int Vegeta Trunks maybe is in your care, or perhaps you can construct a team that allows you to bring the Int Vegeta Trunks as a friend unit. But you would still have to have a Super Int on your team. So yeah, there's still going to be some aggravation there. So anyway, this is the team that I have thrown together. Everybody here is self-sufficient except for the Godku. Other teams that I have run in the past, this is the closest I ever got to beat the event, other than the 7-year team. This 200% Goku's family. I've heard a couple of people have said that they've beat the event with this team. Congratulations for those of you who did it. There's just so much RNG involved. I did not have enough firepower to compensate for the for all the defense. I had everybody kind of focusing on defense, didn't have enough firepower to counterattack, and I just didn't survive the battle of attrition. I think I lost like turn 5, turn 6. Yardrat Goku was surprisingly effective, but only if he launched double super attack, had 59% damage reduction, and was accompanied with a Whis. If all of those things aren't happening, you're not going to survive a slap. So yeah, this team was the closest that I got. This is another team that I tried. There's just not enough health on this team. Here's another one. This one actually is going to be in another video, which I will talk about. Just wait till you watch that other video. You're going to love this video. And I also tried this with Ultra Instinct. You could also try hybrids. I wouldn't recommend it. But there you have it, folks. These are all the different options that I could think of. Good luck to every single one of you. 7-year LR team, all super types, meta cooler. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so we've got 2 turns of guard. Turn 3, we are going to have a little bit of damage reduction. So we'll do this. Then we'll do this. Then we'll do this. And I'm going to need you to do some dodging. 50% chance to dodge. That's the key. You gotta dodge. If you don't dodge, we lose. Not really, but actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that we lose. I'm not going to say why. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not going to say it. All right, good. So the first attack is here. There is still a good chance that a second one is on the way on this turn. 139k. All right, we can live with that. Okay, we get the additional, hopefully a third. One more. Oh, okay. All right, there. Oh my God, there's a good chance. Don't do it, man. Bro, don't do it. 50%. Okay, that's good too. That's good too. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. That's what I need. We can get some nice, juicy healing thanks to those STR orbs. See, the thing about this event that actually I think makes this more challenging than Broly is you've got such a quick turnaround from first round to last round. And it's not like the first round is easy. And then on top of that, the first round can launch multiple attacks. And if your rotations aren't right, the last unit you want to be facing your opponent could potentially be showing up twice, if not making their first appearance on the final stage. Like, the way they crafted this was particularly evil, especially for on global, because on global, there is no good int unit. There is none. We are taking our chances with int Godku. I have done this once on stream with 7 turns of 50% chance to dodge. The goal is to keep him out of harm's way as much as possible, but whenever he does show up, we gotta pray for a miracle. In Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is another great option, but at the same time, they're both predicated on temporary stacking. I would prefer to go with the gods because there's a little bit more synergy with our gods, and I don't know. I figured this would be a nice contrarian approach to the event. I think a lot of people are probably using Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Although if you guys have seen my live stream, then you probably are trying the gods. This is not easy. This is not easy. I think this is definitely the most challenging. This is the most challenging stage in Dokkan right now. It's so annoying. You got to use a Whis. You have to. If he attacks the gods, we're gonna lose. So, all right, pray that we don't get hit with a super in the middle slot. But you know what? Knowing my luck, that's probably what's exactly going to happen. I got to keep the gods around. I have to, because the longer they're around, the more turns we can get with insane damage, and that's what separates this team from other teams. Because the problem is you can't outmuscle this event with other teams unless you get some nice rotations and you get some lucky breaks here and there. But in more cases, with more consistent success, you can get it done with the 7-year LRs because they can cancel enemy actions, launch multiple supers, and they have an out should things go sideways. Dodge, counter. Not too many other teams have that luxury, which is why I hate having to come back to this team. You might be wondering why it's taken me a couple of days to drop this video. It's because I've been trying different teams. I don't want to use this team, but there's a lot that has to go right. And if you guys have seen my summons recently, you know that I have this demonic power that can speak the worst case scenario into existence. I can't deal with that anymore on Red Zone. I can't deal with it. I can't do it. All right, so we're looking pretty good here with the Super Saiyans. Bunch of stacking. And we're not getting hit with another one. All right. So next turn, we get the Bulma heal. And unfortunately, we have to deal with one turn with the Super Saiyan God here. But I think this will be the only turn that we have to worry about. And luckily, there's only one slot at the end. And we got lucky because there is no seal this turn.
Let's do this, Vegeta!
Damn you!
This is a power greater than that of a Super Saiyan God!
I'm going to have fun destroying you!
Alright. We got the blues. We have a Whis active, but there's nothing we can do. If he gets hit with a super, there's absolutely nothing we can do. With the Ultra Super, the God Goku does have the ability to pad on the stats by 30%, attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns. Not that that really matters here, but for the sake of this one turn, you know, the more stats we can pad on, the better. Maybe there's a chance, but in all honesty, we just need him to dodge. I have had too many situations where everything seems good and we still take like world-ending damage. This cooler hits harder than Broly. We canceled one. Are we gonna get one more? Oh. Canceled one. Oh gosh. Okay. All right, so he's padding on the stats. This is still not going to save us, even with Whis. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes! Oh, yes! Yes! Okay. Time to transform.
Let's fuse, Kakarot.
You're the last person I expected to suggest fusing. This is going to be special. I can feel it.
Fusion! I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you!
Let's do this, Vegeta!
Damn you!
This is a power greater than that of a Super Saiyan God!
I'm going to have fun destroying you!
All right, do I take a chance with the dodge or do I take a chance with the damage reduction? I am just gonna go all in. We're ending this in 2 turns. I'm gonna give my Gogeta maximum damage reduction. 3 rainbow key spheres. That gives him 21% extra damage reduction. And we are using a Whis. There's no additional... Oh, we got the counter! Woo! Oh my god. Well, None of that would have mattered anyway, because we would have probably still died. That's how destructive this nerd is. Do it again. Kill him. All right, well, that takes care of things this turn. If we can get him below 50%, which I think we will, next turn we can launch another active skill. We can launch our first active skill, really, and guaranteed critical hit, which will then give us 1 turn fully critical hit and dodging. And then once our Whis runs out, the final turn will be beat both of these units using their active skills as well. So there's probably going to be an element of RNG on that final turn, and I have lost on that before. Let's do it.
You done. Now it's my turn. Yeah!
Guaranteed critical. Let's do it. Let's hit him with everything. And then it all ends next turn. Hopefully he supers early. Perfect. If you don't have God Goku, I don't think this is going to happen. In most cases. Because even in the other teams that I've heard people succeed in, Goku's family, there's still a way to use the God Goku. So for those of you who might be asking, I don't have God Goku's EZA, what do I do? You're going to have to wait until you get it, honestly. This is a very difficult event. I will continue to try to beat this event with different teams, with lesser teams, but it is really tough. And the triple red zone daily attempt thing really hinders a lot of your favorite creators. So if you're wondering why various creators maybe aren't dropping certain videos with certain teams, it's literally because of that. So yeah, it's very annoying. All right, so this is where we end it, and I think we're probably going to wrap this up with the active skills. So let's make this an epic finish. This is bad, but it'll take a lot more than that to finish him.
I've had enough. It's time to unleash my most devastating attack.
Gogeta, overload.
I'll finish you off with this. Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha!
Really?
You done. Now it's my turn. Yeah!
And there you have it, folks. We were able to conquer the event by shelving the int unit, keeping him out of harm's way, praying for a little bit of RNG, and we were able to take care of it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what team you used to beat this event, either with the mission or without. If you did try this mission, what was the closest that you got with what team? In Hercule, was that the unit that you brought? Was it Gogeta? Was it Godku? Was it somebody else? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know I'm going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.